backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off. And you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you gotta fight, don't lose it. If you gotta do it, die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go and prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on the blinders. Tune out the doubters and all the close minders. If it's in your blood, falling down ain't enough to change who you were born to be. Getting back up, that's the only backup plan you need.
Yeehaw, man, on that intro with that one, man. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you guys pull up very strong, as I'm already seeing everybody pulling up. We got some special guests we're going to bring up. So it is going to be a fire super stream because there is going to be some projects talking for their community, which I absolutely love. I think that's half of it, if not, 80% of what you got to do for this space. But we're going to have a fire space. We're going to have some giveaways for you guys. We're going to talk about this little pump in the market, how you guys can get tapped into these little pumps, maybe wait for it to pump and short it, maybe wait for it to come back down and long it. We're going to go into all of that. Of course, check out your guys' favorite ticker, highlight some of our achievements that we've been doing as XPX as a project, as what we're going to be able to do with real world impact, hashtag crypto for good, which I think is going to be the giveaway slogan that we're going to use right now. Actually, you know what? We're going to jump into this right now for all those who are pulling up right away. And I want to give you guys, maybe the algorithm shows you guys more love. I don't know. We're going to experiment right now. Let me share my screen with you guys. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. 3 cups of coffee, so we're feeling really good, and hopefully you guys are pumped up with me as well. We're going to come over here and we're going to go to the stream. We're going to get this going right away. Let me refresh this. Yeah, but we got a special guest that we're going to bring up after we do some TA on BTC, because we did have a nice little leg up. We're going to have some giveaways. We're going to talk about the projects on MoonTube. We're going to talk about the projects, doing good with Recap. We're going to talk about the projects doing good on Cappy today. So make sure you guys, pull up, share the stream. We can talk about a lot of great projects. Put hashtag crypto for good. Don't be like that, okay? What's up, Saphir? What's up, Rusky? Yeah, but let's just tell everybody right now, don't be like that, man. Like and comment and share this thing, crypto for good right now. And that's kind of going to be some of the shilling that we're going to do for the most part today. And of course, all the projects trending on Cappy today, the projects on MoonTube, the platforms themselves, right? The platforms themselves are actually doing really, really good. Recap doing really good. A lot of projects trending on there, using their resources. We're using those resources. That's super bullish. I can agree with that. The XPX donation widget being fulfilled, hitting the $500 goal, and some actually, and some, not just a goal, but a little bit over, because it can go over. People can continue to donate to the veterans and homeless, which we're going to have some real world impact. That's why it's going to be hashtag crypto for good. And the project that we're going to bring up and our guests that we're going to bring up, it's going to be right around that same kind of atmosphere of that crypto for good. While the charts are figuring themselves out, while Bitcoin's doing what Bitcoin does, we can do some crypto for good right now. So let's come over here right now, because I know we've had a nice little pump in the market. I don't know if you guys got super excited, if you guys are believing the pump, but as you guys can see on my X post, we actually shorted it after it reached that little super top, because shorts have been just going a little bit smoother lately, a little bit faster than usual, right? And we've seen that with some of the posts that I made right here, with waiting for that little rally to pop up. And we scroll down right here, this is right at that top. The average price is almost 73K of that BTC. That's right at that wick right up here. That's almost super perfect, right? Because the market just tends to correct. We have those moments where we go up, but the markets are correcting, because on the higher time frames, we haven't really got like a crazy buy signal yet. Now I'm rooting for it. I want it to happen, right? Let's refresh this again. And it could potentially happen, but right now we're seeing that little pump up was just a nice little correction right back down. Bitcoin is still up 4.4% on the week. We got Ethereum up over 2,100, let's just say 6%. We got BNB holding very strong at 657, almost heading towards $700 sometimes, because BNB can have these nice little pumps. And if you look at the bullish narratives one of the bullish narratives that, on AI or CMC, you're looking anywhere around, is about BNB's ETF. Okay, and a lot of things filing, a lot of people filing for BNB ETFs. So that's going to be very bullish. Is that priced into BNB already? I'm not sure. You guys can let me know down in the chat if you believe that BNB ETFs are already priced in completely, or is this just the start of something that could turn out to be something bigger, right? We got XRP up 2.6% up on the week. Solana doing really nice at 88, man. I love that number. That's a nice number right there. $88.65, up almost 4% up on the week. Tron doing really good. Shout out to Tron and all the people making donations. XPX community pulling up super strong, helping people reach their goals with the donation widget, even with Tron, which is super bullish. And this is why it's important for everybody to tap in with XPX's tools and use them, because you might be on Solana waiting for the donations to roll in via Solana, or you might be on the BNB chain waiting for the donations to roll in via the Binance Smart Chain. But why slow the flow down, right? Why not have that where you're, receiving all these different cryptocurrencies to reach your goal even faster, expedite these donations, these charitable events, and be able to have real world purchasing power with all of that. I think that's extremely bullish. So shout out to that community. ADA, Doge doing their thing as well. Doge up 5.8%. You got ADA 3.2. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, we're going to go into BTC because this is where kind of that action, this is that degenerate trading that we were doing earlier. Once it kind of hit that top, obviously we're using some indicators to give us that confidence. Once it got on the other side of that super trend line, it was like, let's go. We got a sell signal. It was even more confirmation. But I don't want to say front run because that's not the right thing to say. But right after it hit that top and I seen that we got on this side of things, I was like, you know what? We're going to short this thing. And it turned out to be a solid short. And look, the signal came out way later. And I do want to state that you would have still got tested. First mouse gets to squeeze, second mouse gets to cheese. Almost all the time that happens with some kind of indicator as far as, once you get the signal right here, you get your buy signal, first mouse gets to squeeze, second mouse gets to cheese. You have this thing where it starts to print even higher, but you're going to be tested. Your strategy is going to be tested 100%. And I got a little bit ahead of it just because I was like, all right, 73K is good. It kind of made some new highs and, got into this thing right when it turned red and still holding a little bit. I exit quite a bit of it. We'll see if this continues to the downside. But I think what everybody wants us to talk about before we bring up our special guest, which the numbers are climbing. We're almost at the triple digit mark. And that's what I really want. And then we'll bring up some people. We're at 34 people live. Let's get well over 100 people. So like that, our guests can feel special. We like to make them feel special. It's somebody that we like to make feel special, right? So, let's go to the daily chart. And this is what I want to show you guys that's kind of bullish that's going on that hasn't happened in quite a bit. And then we'll get really close to bringing up our guests. I know you guys are super ready, but not just quite just yet, because there's something different going on right now with BTC. And this is why we're feeling kind of like this bullish momentum right now, as far as what's going on. And if we zoom in super close, it's been a hot minute since we've actually, let me just clear this up for everybody. So, anybody can do this. Just put the 50 moving average. It's been a while. This is the daily chart. All these days right here. Let's see how many days this is exactly. It's been 52 days since we've been above the 50 moving average. So that can make you feel kind of like exhausted, right? But we're seeing this bullish momentum kind of happen right now because in this 52-day window, almost, solid 2 months, we're finally having where BTC is breaking above this 50 moving average. And we've been talking about it for a while. It's been a lot of boring trading. We haven't been missing out on too much. We've just been waiting for something special to happen because it's really been trading sideways. And what we've been waiting for is this, this 50 moving average to go like this for us to get above this bad boy and trade into this volume gap and come test this price up here, which is, BTC coming up to that 88. Ooh, that's that number we talked about in the beginning. 88? What? Is it 88 today? Is BTC going to $88? That could be the case, honestly, everybody. If we can get above that 50, hold above the 50, trade into this volume gap, it's a lot of positive things that can happen for BTC exactly where we're sitting right now. Or price gets rejected, where that's kind of why I placed that short right there. And we see kind of maybe price come back down to this lower value range. And this is something that we're going to, we're managing risk. We're seeing the upside potential. But what about the downside? What's up with the how low can it go situation? And we're going to talk about that when I can finally click. There we go. And get this stuff out the way for us, and then we'll talk about how low it can go. It can come right down to this lower value range because it has before. So down to 60K BTC. If you know, and if you see, this is that Blunthouse talks about it quite a bit. That's like a gravestone doji. You know, it's like almost perfect. You know, got the gravestone, it's got the long wick on the top. You know, it's gonna have a sign right there, and it could, you know, turn around, get rejected on this 50. But this is why we're seeing a lot of exciting movement right now, is because we're actually above on the lower time frames. We go to the 4 hour, boom, we're above the 50. We go to the 1 hour, we're trading above the 50 moving average. You see? So a lot of bullish things happen, even with just using a simple moving average like the 50 moving average. You can see when you get above it, you can spot these trades yourself. It does, you don't gotta be a guru. Look at this. Could you have seen this? You know, could you have seen that when it gets underneath the 50, this line like that, right? It did all this exciting movement, but the minute it got underneath the 50, first mouse gets to squeeze, second mouse gets to cheese, and it's trading into these gaps, getting pulled into this point of control. It's not uncommon to see it get pulled to that direction. Hey, what's up, Black? Love seeing when you pull up, honestly. I see you all, you're always engaging. You're absolutely amazing. Appreciate you. But we reached right around that 120 people mark. I'll give you these prices on BTC potential, and then I'll bring my guest up. He's waiting for us. I mean, literally pulled on the side of the road because he loves you guys so much, and that's why we're gonna bring him up. But if we're looking at BTC on this daily chart, if this thing moves like how we want it to move, I would be looking at 88K is that first shelf. The next stop would be up here at 101,000, 102,000. Everybody, we forgive BTC now. Everything's forgiven if we're back over $100,000 BTC. Nobody's crying. All's good. Markets are roaring. The euphoria is back. But if things don't go that direction, then managing the risk, the downside would be down here to 60K BTC. All right, keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and respect my guests' time. They're in the car waiting for us. Let's bring them up. I do want to talk about this amazing project right here, Kenji, man. And let's bring up Kenji himself. Probably still driving. What's up, brother? How you doing today?
What is up, my little friends? It's a pleasure to be here with Rico Moneybags, as always on the road. He always catches me when I'm out, man, but that's just the kind of guy I am, bro.
No, man, it's good to see you pulling up, man. I've been, you know, and I seen you back into action, swinging and really strong. We've been having some chats in the back end, and it's just nice to see like a lot of builders, whether it's people with being a space host, or people that's running a project, you know, the people who really want this right now, you know, whether the prices are going up or down or whatever the overall sentiment in the market is, you're seeing, you know, people who care for their project and communities like yourself still pulling up, you know, talking about what the vision and the overall scope of their project's all about. But man, for those who don't know what Kenji's all about and don't know who you are, brother, if you got a little bit of time, man, can you get everybody up to date? What's Kenji all about? We got a giveaway right now, hashtag crypto for good, which is something that I want to get trending. I want all projects to use this hashtag crypto for good. I think it could be a great way for us to highlight what crypto's capable of. And I think that's a great segue to talk about exactly what Kenji's about. But for those who don't know, man, what's up with Kenji and you know, what is this project all about?
Yeah, so for those who don't know who I am, my name is Arturo. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm a real life business owner, and I've been active every day for 2 years next month, 7 days a week on X. I've been building Kenji since April of 2024. And so last year we had a little hiccup, and we decided to wait before we relaunched, and we just relaunched a couple weeks ago. And so this time around, I've supported so many big communities, taking some projects to the millions as just being on the team or a community member and speaking out and just pumping up the community. And so I wanted to bring Kenji back because a lot of people were asking me, when can we invest in Kenji? So I'm going to summarize it because I know people's attention span is low, and I'm just going to hit the bullet points. So Kenji is basically about me losing my first Siberian Husky, adopting a second Husky, naming him Kenji, which means second son in Japanese, which he is my second male Husky that I've owned, and he's a real dog. And I'm using his loss and my love for crypto and my love for giving back and charitable events and putting it all together in Web3. And here you have is Kenji. So The past 2 years, we've done 5 international charities. We've done 2 in Colombia, 1 in Nigeria, 1 in Indonesia, 1 in the Philippines. We've done some domestic donations, from helping a spider monkey in Fort Worth here, not too far from Dallas, to giving to the homeless, to buying food animal for the Dallas Animal Shelter. And so this year, with um, basically XPX has helped too. We're going to put a widget in our website. We're going to put a dashboard. We're going to donate to a dog or a cat, raise funds, memify the animal that we want to donate from our community. And it's just a creative way of keeping the Kinji community active and doing fun stuff, doing giveaways, doing charity. We have our game back. We're going to place our game here in just a few days, maybe a week's top, for people to play our Web3 game through Unity. And we're also going to be on Kabirium. They're more of a professional gaming platform. And so here, hopefully in May, people will be able to play the Kinji logo. It's a play to earn kind of a game where you can play our character on Apple and Google devices, and you'll be able to earn real Kinji token. And we got some amazing whales supporting our floor. I know the market cap looks a little low, but looks can be very deceiving. We're going to roll out our energy drinks later this year. We're going to just do some plushies, and we're going to continue to focus more on the charitable aspect of Kinji, because that's really what it's really about. Everything else is just going to be just retail products or just creative ways to do marketing and keep the community engaged and laughing and happy and playing. It's gaming, drinks, it's charity. And so it's a lot of things. We're trying to keep it very professional. All the buybacks that I've been doing has been on the pump chart. Everyone's more than welcome to do their technical analysis. You'll see that I've have literally utilized every creator reward towards buying back and locking up the Kinji token. We got 5% locked for 5 years already, 1% burn, and I continue to buy the chart regardless of the volume action, and we'll continue to do that. So mathematically, over time, for people who are going to invest in Kinji, the floor is just going to naturally go higher and higher, because the supply is going to get tighter and tighter. And that's the goal, to make our token one of those tokens in the hundreds of thousands and not millions by the end of the year. It's going to take some time. And the only thing we can do is just spread the word and just, educate people on why they should consider getting a little bag of Kinji. We've been around for a long time. I'm also with the Ken and Wall team. I'm a space host. I'm all kinds of things, but this is my baby. This is my brand. I'm the dev. There's no rug in here. This is just all about investing and giving back. And it's been really great to just make so many connections and do so much networking around our brand. So I'm really excited as the year rolls out. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, yo, Kinji, why is chart not pumping? Why chart not 1 million?" I'm like, because it's a bear market. We're in a war. So even through all that, Rico, and you know it, the best time to build a project is during times like this. And then when the market rips, you have all your infrastructure in place, and people and real investors, when they start digging in, they'll find Kinji a very bullish project with a lot of potential. And that's the key word: a lot of potential and a lot of good things. So check us out at Kinji, join our XCOM, join our TGs, and just come be part of, just vibe with us. That's it. Look at all the videos, look at all the things we've done. We're going to continue to hit it strong. We got a CEX listing announcement here on March 27th. We're investing back into this token. We are going to make this token one of the premium tokens on Solana. We can do just so many good things and make money at the same time. I don't care if you guys swing trade my chart. Volume means money, and money means buybacks, and buybacks means locking that supply. And a lot of you guys want the supply to get tight. Well, I encourage you to buy and sell Kinji. I don't care. Have fun all day on the chart. We'll continue to reinvest that money back for the community and our investors. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell, Rico. I'm not going to overkill Kinji. I think it just speaks for itself over time, man.
Yeah, man. I loved it. Actually, I think that was straight to the point. I think you hit on a couple cool things that I actually like, kind of like, if you memify that the actual animal that you're donating to. I think that's a pretty cool idea, actually. And yeah, we're definitely gonna help you guys out with that. I'm looking forward to that. We've already been knocking some of these out the park. I think that we have a chance to let the charts, like you said, figure themselves out. And at the same time, right now it's a time to kind of build. So when that hype comes back, that you already have your foundation, you already got your pillars up, you got your roof on the place.
Yes.
You're yeah, exactly. And that's really what it takes. And you know what's interesting is, like, And we all got to remind ourselves sometimes you could be doing everything right on that side of the thing. And because the overall market sentiment is so negative, it can overshadow what you're supposed to be like, what you're doing and actually what you're achieving in the space. So, I mean, you guys got a really nice game plan right here for what you guys going to do with Kenji. I'm looking forward to seeing it grow, especially, us tapping in and making some things happen. I like to just collaborate and make things happen in the space. If you guys want to make some positive things happen as well, if you guys are listening, if this resonates with you, if you're an animal lover, not just a dog lover, a cat lover, if you're just a lover, how about that? How about just come over
We don't
here
have
and,
that section on the website yet, but we'll think about that later, man.
but come over here and give Kenji a follow at Kenji Token LLC. Give them a follow. Stay tapped in with all this stuff. They got a space tomorrow at 3 p.m. Las Vegas time. I know there's a lot of places right now that has done the time change, has not. So make sure you guys go to their official account and check that right there. And like that, you guys do not miss out.
I will say something before we end it. In
Yeah,
regards to the energy drinks, I already have commitments from 2 local 7-Elevens here in Dallas and 1 restaurant where we're going to have our energy drinks available for the public. So the way I'm going to do this, because I like to be very honest and sincere, we're going to give this product, our energy drinks, to these local convenience stores and the restaurant to see how consumers respond to it. We're going to have a QR code on the back, and this is going to be one way we're going to get retail to check us out of curiosity. And so if the stores sell it and they like it, we're going to continue to give them the product. We'll make money and we'll start building up our treasury. And it's just another way to getting people's attention who is not into crypto right now to come over and check Kenji out. Because honestly, we can all have fun and giggle, but how everybody asks the main question, Kenji, how am I going to make money investing in your brand? And this is how we have to go out here and we have to find different avenues to spread the word to people to understand that we are a Web3 community and we're offering different products outside of crypto in real life that people can actually hold, drink, and buy, and check us out as a way to onboard and engage new people that are not into crypto to not only check out Kenji, but all our partnerships. And we'll put XPX as one of our partners, definitely with the widget that we're going to put on our website. So just a way to help not only my product or my project, but all of our friends and partners that have been by our side and supporting us for the past 2 years. So,
and I appreciate it, bro. You said something that, we were having some spaces, and I just like, I'm the same way. I like to be transparent with the community too. And we were having we moved our community hour from the TG to the X spaces, and we're kind of talking and just having one of those moments where it's like you said, it's all fun and games aside. It's like, are we going to be able to tap into a liquidity pool that's outside of what's going on in crypto? And, I stood almost 2 weeks where I was just like, and I was like, how can we leverage? And I just want to show you this and show your community this and show everybody who's listening to this. And this is why we can all grow together. If you guys go to GoFundMe right now, everybody's saying that there's no liquidity. They're not having any problem reaching their goals. There are actually great people that, whether Bitcoin's at 126 or Bitcoin's at 68,000, they're still going to help people out, whether it's for medical causes, emergencies, businesses, or their own emergency that might have happened. And I'm not just saying this, like, you guys go look. This is what I was doing for a while, and I was like, kind of just having those delirious nights where you're just like, hold on a second, let me do my own due diligence. It's like, we don't have to fight over this. This is a $40 billion market share of GoFundMe. So whether it's Kenji doing this thing, and man, I'm all for spaces. I love my spaces. Shout out to TK and Jessica running the Trojan space, a couple other great spaces, Soul Saver as well. But we have to think that when the markets are kicking people in between the legs, are there places that if we provide enough value, potentially this value can come back to us, right? And this is my goal for XPX while we're talking about this. If you come over here and you're ready to donate, let's say it's an emergency or whatever like this, and you come and click on this and you find, let me actually find something so I can show you guys, because this is what I'm talking about when it comes to, what's going on over here and the potential. And I think you have the potential to do this, Kenji. I think Veteran Token is starting that absolutely, that ability to reach into what they can do. Let me see. Oops. I'm trying to talk and read at this at the same time.
Oh, it's all good, man. I get it.
No, but my point is what I want to do with XPX. And if you look at some of these, we go to categories. I don't know why it's before I just had to click on one. But this is my goal, bro. And I think this should be a lot of projects go. And there's nothing wrong with this because there's platforms like yours that are out there right now in the real world that don't have an ability to tap into the crypto space. If Kenji does it right, why can't you be, like this? Like I want XPX to be an option. You see this right here? You see all these options right here?
Yeah,
Why
that's
can't
badass.
why can't XPX be an option right here for the cause for crypto? And I think it's going to be collaborations with you, Kenji, collaborations with Veteran Token, collaborations with shout out to the Space Penguins as well, because it's just not going to just land on our lap. Like we have to work for it and show the GoFundMe, show the Shine the Light, show these these veteran organizations that we mean business, that crypto can actually make an impact, where we can come over here and be like, hey, would you guys be willing to add us as an option? We've already raised $1 million in charitable events, whether it was coming from Kenji, whether it was coming from Veteran Token, straight from XPX. It's like, this is how crypto has a new light shined on it while we're waiting for Bitcoin to roar again and things like that. So I'm glad to see you up in here, brother, kind of leading the charge. And you've been doing it for a while. This is not something that you're just picking up right now. You've actually been doing this for a while. And we're excited to obviously partner up with you and help this whole process and expedite and make it easy for you. But really for us to have new things to talk about in crypto when we go to these spaces, that we're like, hey, we're actually like, I'm contacting these people here. And this is where is it at? I got so many links up here. We've been grinding it. We've been on the overtime, bro. We've been over here. This is here in Vegas, Shine the Light, and everybody can do this. That's the beauty about this donation widget. As I'm soft shilling XPX, is that whether your thing is about helping dogs or mental health, mental illness, or emergency, whatever it might be, we'll help you and hook you up. So like that, we can make a difference in this space, and I think we can all do that. If you guys come over here to Shine the Light, there's no button for them to donate in crypto. If you hit donate, there's who's going to be that person that makes that happen.
And see, and another thing that this is what I believe differentiates the serious token founders or devs from those who just open up tokens, is that when you're a builder, you're looking to market the right PR for your community and project. And every major corporation in the United States always donates to charitable causes. And I believe if you're going to be running a serious crypto community or project, you too should do the same and give back, because it's just the right thing to do. Well, especially as we talk about financial markets and extraction and people making money, I think it's very important that and I like to say your company, because our projects is literally running a business. It's very important from a PR stand that your community, your company gives back to a charitable cause, because honestly, consumers love seeing when corporations give back. Like, it could be the Red Cross, Salvation Army, Goodwill, whatever. When people see that, they're more inclined to check out or be a customer or a consumer of that service or product. And I believe a lot of crypto projects need to take note on that. If you're going to run something and you're going to be serious about it, I think you need and you should be required to do something good outside of your community to show that you guys are giving back and not just taking as you swing trade or day trade charts. So that's just my opinion, and I really love what XPX has been doing, and I know this is something I've been doing for 2 years, and Vet Token's another good one, is a good example. So yeah, man, that's just my opinion.
Awesome, bro. Absolutely love it. I know you got some things to do. I'm looking forward to getting this done within the next couple of weeks. That's some alpha for you guys, but it's also a lot of marketing material that we get to do, man. I just want to see things work. Honestly, that's what I want to see. I want to see crypto be able to grow that resume, and where our track record looks like, hey, this is how much we've already processed, and we're seeing that happen right now with us hitting our goal. I want to show off Veteran Token because they're already climbing up in the right direction. $86 out of the 300. We're talking to Space Penguins as well. Big shout out to them. But we can pull all of this together where it's looking really good for what crypto can do for the space. And this is how you go talk to these big people. These big people, they don't have the PvP attitude that the crypto space has. As long as you can bring them a user base and people who are willing to do it, they just want that at work. And we got to remind ourselves of that, because sometimes the space almost turns us super PvP, where we stifle our growth because we don't want to work with each other. And it's like, I don't want to go against them. I'd rather just be added right here and get exposure to all their user base. Trying to be better than them.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's the the economy, I mean, we're talking about trillions of dollars in the world, man. There's no need for that. It's you actually, us working together is going to make us all successful. So, I mean, I'm always down for that, man. So, yeah, we're here to, support XPX and all these other good projects. So, we're really, really interested in seeing us grow this year. And I think we are, man. As soon as the markets stabilize and the war is over, I think we're going to see a major pump in the markets. And right now is the time to build, and the building is what we're doing. So, look forward to some great things, Rico.
Thank you so much, man. And we got some cool updates. I do want to let everybody know that those projects that get the business account, they don't even know what they're sitting on. I know they don't know because it's stuff that I paid for and drooled over for us to have as a project at XPX. But there are going to be tools and things that they're going to be able to use in the future that they can leverage to market, to put their own personal brand touch, just like you're already seeing with the veteran token and this widget being his brand and not XPX's brand. And I want to do that more for these projects, for them to have cool things to market and for them to be proud of what they're achieving. Shout out to you, Kenji, and your amazing community. We're definitely going to be working with you guys and sharing you guys' stuff all the time. And I can't wait to hit that goal and just another check on the list as far as what we can do when we set goals together as a Web3 space. So thank you so much, brother, man. Enjoy the rest of your day and a great start to your weekend. Really, it's Friday, baby.
It's Friday. Let's go. I gotta get something to eat. But you guys take care. Thank you for listening, and please give Rico a follow and join the XPX community. All right, Rico. I'll talk to you later, bro.
Buen provecho. See you later, brother.
All right, bro.
Man, that's bullish right there. Honestly, that's really bullish, man. You guys are getting to hear, like I said, I even posted it on the X. I said, like, there is going to be some alpha because, we're just collaborating. We're making these things happen, and we're, bam, 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 just domino falls. The next domino falls. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Honestly, well, that's what we're supposed to be doing. And since we're in this loop of right now of crypto for good, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's listening from X that jumped over to YouTube to put hashtag crypto for good, and especially all of those who has helped, like XPX, hit our goal, right, for veterans and the homelessness here in Las Vegas, which we're going to talk about in just a bit, but also those who are supporting veteran token and those who are looking to support the future tokens that are going to be using this, and just being able to show that crypto can make a positive impact. And we're not gatekeeping this stuff. We're being just letting everybody use it, so like that it's getting the use that it's supposed to, where we can go knock on that door and be like, excuse me, GoFundMe, but check out what we can do over here. We've processed these many payments from these different organizations and different causes. And what's nice about this, it's all done correctly, like on your side with your business card, your business account, even for the other end user, for those who want to use it as a tax deductible and have the receipt. So it's like it's covered on both sides for this thing to run seamless for your guys' cause and what you're doing. And I think one of the most bullish things about it, if you guys ask me, is like veteran tokens on the BNB chain. Veteran tokens on the BNB chain. Do you see any BNB donated here? Do you see any BNB donated here? And that's the thing that I want to highlight, that I think, I mean, that's what makes XPX undervalued. That's what makes these tools undervalued, is that this project on the BNB chain would be waving, the BNB flag, but would have missed out already on this nice little chunk starting off in the right direction. Why? Because they need this to be able to make a base, a home, a head. The dashboard is like one of the coolest HQs to have, for you to be able to then use this to your card and use it for whatever you need to go buy the clothes that you're talking about, right? You're a clothing drive, and you're going to do this stuff for the homeless. Boom. Well, you raise all these funds, you have your non-KYC card, you off-ramp all this stuff onto your card, and you go straight to Walmart, which Veteran Token is partnering up with. Possibly it can happen. It can happen, fam. It can happen. We're going to talk about Veteran Token next, then we'll talk about XPX. Then we're going to jump on Cappy today. Also MoonTube. Big shout out to the Kendu fam, the builders in the space. We're going to show them some love. All the kind of cool projects that are kind of trending on MoonTube and Cappy today, and Recap and all that great stuff. We're going to check them out. Check out Smart DeFi. I see Noma Token doing really good. Feg Token there, XPX there. Smart DeFi is there. I mean, there's another thing to highlight there. Like it's still there. We're pulling up almost on 2 years. We're here. And I think Veteran Token projects like Kenji and projects that are looking for things not just completely out of Web3, but pivoting when it's time to look for resources outside of the Web3 space and make a real world impact, so people outside of crypto can get interested into crypto. You'll you'll get first time users. Their first project could be XPX that they hold. Their first token that they could hold could be veteran token. The first one that they could hold can be Kenji because it was the one that they resonated with, and their first exposure to crypto can be one of these crypto projects that are actually doing something positive in the space, right? So let's go over to veteran token right now. We'll go to their X account. Big shout out to them. Their widgets live. I'm gonna actually share this link for you guys if you guys want to make a impact over here for this and what he has going on. And that's the thing, it's going on around the world. And like I said, look at that, a project on the BNB chain, Tron, Ethereum, and Base. That says so much right there. I don't know if that says a lot to you guys, or how I can measure this up on how valuable this is, that you automatically get exposure to all this stuff and then you can load it onto one card. It's like, that's crazy bullish, you know, because you just open up so many windows to your project to be able to get tapped in. So many windows, man, so many windows. So we got one more person that just made it in time right before we pull it. Let's share veteran tokens link, and then we'll pull this one. So let's share this link really quick. Shout out to veteran token. He is grinding. I mean, honestly, he is grinding back to back, and kind of a pioneer in the space, honestly, using the tool, using the widget, gets to kind of, you know, stake his claim in the space. You've seen him pulling up over here. The Luxurious Lounge actually made a donation using the donation widget. So here goes the donation widget getting exposure to other pages. And, you know, there was like a little cool thing that you can get like 50% off of something, but definitely check in with Mr. Holds to make sure. So don't quote me on this, but maybe there's still a giveaway that if you make a donation and you go through these steps, that you get even a bigger discount on XYZ, right? But I do want you guys to tap in and make sure. But like I said, you're seeing this, look at this, all this cross-pollination that this thing is creating. So, you know, these are people that are bullish and you know, and have a passion for the veterans. Then you have projects like Kenji that are passionate for the animals, and you have that's how this thing gets bigger. Than it doesn't get stuck on the Web3 landscape, and this thing can really make a positive impact. So shout out to veteran token, pulling up really strong, making that impact already, really getting close to hitting their goal as well. And I think that's going to be really cool for, and of course, overall XPX to show everybody, you know, as we show the next project and we show the next project, and they keep doing this. And it's not just when they hit the goal, that's it, it's just one-time use. This can really just start turning into something really bigger and bigger and bigger. And then other projects going to be like, of course, I've seen how many projects already using this. This is super bullish. I'm going to use it myself. So let's go ahead and get to the giveaway. Hashtag crypto for good. If you guys missed out, that's all good. Oh man, you guys pulled up really quick for this one. Let's go. Let's pull it. Hashtag crypto for good. XPX in the chat, super strong. Super stream. We had Kenji pulling up for his community. Shout out to all the. So we got Jake Thomas. Okay, Jake Thomas. We'll come over here to Smart DeFi. Click on XPX. We'll click on the Telegram link, because you got to join this link over here. And I'm going to post this right here for you. Bada beam, bada boom. Let's go. Everybody should be joining that, honestly. Join the XPX TG. Let me know your @ handle for TG right now, so we can save the scammer some time and not make @JakeThomas40 or @JakeThomas36, which will look really close to that one, right? And you're like, oh, is that it? It's like, nope, that's not him. That's not him. So Jake Thomas, shout out to you, man. Hashtag crypto for good, man. This stuff is like going full circle now. This whole hashtag crypto for good can just keep growing really, really big. And that's really what we want. So let's come over here to the veteran token. You guys can come over here, check out some of this stuff, do a little bit of a deeper dive. Is veterantoken-token.com. I'm going to share this link for you guys, and they're already on their journey, right? Swisher Crypto. Okay. Congrats, Swisher Crypto. Join the TG, man. Say what's up to me up in there, so I know that's you, and then we'll stay tapped in. But I want you guys to also tap in over here with Veteran Token. He's pulling up nonstop, man. Project up, project down. Well, market up, market down. He's still pulling up for his project. No matter what. He was just on the Luxurious Lounge stream. He was just on recently on one of our streams. The donation widget's being filled up. I'm sure maybe more people even help out. You know, maybe more people even come over here and add a little bit more to this cause now that they're getting some more exposure to what Veteran Token is all about. And if you guys, like I said, want to learn more, do a deeper dive, he is an actual veteran. I think, just like I've been saying before, whether we do this or not and we become the option right here, it's going to happen. Whether it's XPX or bada bing, bada boom, right here as the crypto payment provider, it's going to happen. Let's stay humble. And whether Veteran Token or some other thing does it, these organizations like this are going to come into the crypto space. And if you think that in the next 5 years, you're not going to have where these organizations are also accepting cryptocurrency, you got another thing coming. This is how this is going to evolve. So Veteran Token and all of us, like XPX, of course, I'm mentioning us quite a bit because I'm, bullish on what we've been achieving. We have the opportunity to become that option for everybody, right? If you come here, how are you going to do this, right? You continue, you fill all this out. It's like, this is going to be a way no matter what. This is going to come into the space, and Veteran Token could be setting the foundation for these projects or companies that will come into the space of what it actually looks like. And if we can be a part of that charge, I think it's bullish for all of us. Honestly, I really, really do. So shout out to Veteran Token. Appreciate you guys doing your thing. I know you're working overtime on the overtime as well. Got his KYC card en route. That's super bullish. Being able to then just off-ramp this cryptocurrency straight to your KYC card that's for your business and all that. That's just crazy. It doesn't matter which one it is. Your card gets loaded and you can just use it to go ahead and push your calls, man, which I know you're going to get to do. So cool to see that live in action, right? So shout out to Veteran Token, man. And then we'll get to XPX since we're talking about, hashtag crypto for good right now. Shout out to all of you guys. I do want to go to our page and kind of give a shout out to the whole community for us being able to hit this right here. We are going to be having a meeting next week, Thursday, and getting a little bit closer to, half of this will be going straight to, like I said, the veterans, and then half of it's going to be going to this organization over here. We're going to tap into this where the tunnels are at. It's called Shine the Light. You guys can go over here and do you guys' own research. And I think this is how we grow our reputation first, right? And start to do this. And if we can do enough good in the space, especially us as a project or us as a community, maybe us as Web3, maybe that's even a possibility, everybody getting behind this movement. How cool would it be to know that you guys are a part of, helping us reach that mark where it's like pay with crypto? And the reason that's being done is because we showed them what crypto can do, because we showed them how much we can raise and the difference that we made for people that are truly being impacted in the real world, right? And that would be like breaking the ice on another level. And like I said, that window is open right now. I promise you that window is open right now. And I'm staying as humble as I can and reminding myself that you have to want it, but it has to come from some kind of action. And that's why we took this step to do that as XPX, as a project, as a community, because you go to these GoFundMe pages, you go to this Shine the Light, you go to the veteran pages, and all I'm seeing is an opportunity for a project like ourselves to show everybody what crypto can do. So that how cool would that be if it just said pay with crypto? And the minute they clicked on that, it took them to a widget like this, and it was our widget to help them pay with cryptocurrency. And the only way that's going to happen, just like how we got Veteran Token and Kenji and the rest of these projects to actually tap in and use this, is that we gotta do it ourselves. We have to walk the walk. And I want to say a big thanks to this XPX community, because this is XPX right here walking the walk. And this was done in Solana, in BNB, in Tron, and USDT. And if we can show people what we can do, why wouldn't they want to open the floodgate for if somebody just lands on their page and they're like, oh, wait a minute, I got some cryptocurrency, right? And that button exists. That's the potential of the .com moment that we cannot forget about. That is the moment that's the thing that I'm fighting for. That's what I want right now. I know that chart goes up is exciting and that's bullish. I want it to go up too. People are going to buy FOMO. That's just going to be the honest. So when we start building a FOMO chart, people will come right back and buy it right up. That's going to settle us out. But being focused on the opportunity that you can, and I encourage you guys, especially if you're part of XPX, shout out to you guys. Really do appreciate it. Go to something that you've been on before, even like us on justshopcrypto.com. We got the Edwards Foundation. Go to stuff that you feel that most likely money travels through, and you let me know if is that window open. Is there a window right there for a purple slot that says crypto payments, and it's done by the project from Web3, from Smart DeFi, from the freaking ground up, was built, sweat, blood, and tears in the Web3 space, from spaces and YouTube channels to sharing Mount Rushmore with the greats. Like that's the goal at the end of the day, that from the dust, this thing goes up. And next thing you know, it's next to the greats that, you know, right here that you go to Shine the Light and you go to something like this and it's right next to, this is the Mount Rushmore. I don't need to beat these people. You guys know Mount Rushmore, right? With all the presidents in the mountain, right? And it's like the same thing right here. I don't need to beat them. I don't need to beat Venmo and beat, but can I be part of the Mount Rushmore? Can I provide enough value, because there's a gap right here. There's a window that exists. I can see it right now. You can see it, that if we did it, that we could be some of the people that people could use as a vehicle to do what they've been doing, you know, and just be one of the tools that's being used to continue what's already been going on, and we get exposure. So if you're bullish on XPX, you probably are going to be a little bit more bullish, because that's what we're working on. A lot of our volume on the business side of things comes from, you know, the clients that we take care of. Oops, my mouse started acting up. So, you know, growing our client base is what we're going to be doing, man. That's what we're going to be doing. So shout out to all of you guys pulling up so strong. After we distribute these funds, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We're going to take care of this first, and then we're going to go into taking care of the next one and taking care of the next one. And we're not going to stop. We're going to do, I mean, mental health. We're going to do animal donations. We're actually not going to stop. The resume for XPX, whether it's a $500 goal, whether it's a $10,000 goal, whether it's starting to make content around this, which if you guys go to YouTube and watch Jesse Dart, it's one of the person that does a lot of donations, and that channel goes viral, making that stuff happen. We'll be able to do stuff like that too, and actually making a difference in the space. So shout out to all of you guys, you know, on this movement with us. You guys are absolutely amazing. This donation widget has honestly the potential to tap into all of it nonstop, and everybody can. And we're proving it right now, and we're going to keep proving it. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. This is at XPX Token. Give us a follow. Send me a DM. I'm going to walk you through the steps. I'm going to help you set up your business account. I'm going to show you the bullish things. We just got I did a bullish meeting with Veteran Token. After the meeting with Veteran Token, he got a donation in Tron, because when you make the default one, it doesn't have all the other tokens. All right. So you have to obviously put in your two-factor authenticator, and, you know, to add these. So you're the one in control of that. You're the one in control of the fund. So we'll be on a meeting, and then we can set this up. So then you can receive BNB. You can receive Floki if you want to receive Floki. You can receive Shiba Inu for your calls. You can off-ramp these and then, you know, put it onto your card and do that. And that's what we're going to do and set up for you. So if you guys got any questions, definitely DM me so I can walk you through the steps. I got this right here. Where is that at? 1 second. Everybody rocking with me. And then we're going to get to Cappy today, to MoonTube, the Kendu fam. Shout out to the whole Kendu fam. Shout out to the gorillas in the chat. I see you guys pulling up super strong. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for your support nonstop. It's greatly appreciated, honestly. We're going to keep doing this. I mean, we're going to keep doing this, because all roads, listen to, I know if you guys go to, I mean, come over here to CMC. Where's it at? I just seen it. It's all you guys are seeing is talks about payments right now. I've been saying it forever. You know, people are going to start to say that they've been saying it as well, but if they were saying it as well, they would have been talking about XPX. If they just start coming out of nowhere and they start saying, I've been telling you guys everything was going to go to payments, it was like, I never heard you talk about some of the payment projects. So how could you have been telling us about payments the whole time? But you're seeing MasterCard, you're seeing Visa, you're seeing all these things when we've been telling you for a while, all roads. And we're not trying to be like the PvP space of like crypto. We want to be part of the Mount Rushmore, fam. We want exposure to their clients. We're all going to have our own things to provide. And you're going to see that payments will be a meta for decades to come. That's what all of this is. That's what all of this is payments. So if that doesn't work, I don't know what the heck. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. What is it used for? All right. Let's go to some bullish people in the space. Shout out to MoonTube. I want to give them a big shout out. Big shout out to the Kendu fam. Big shout out to Crow with Knife. Also did a calling on them. We'll check them out as well. Shout out to Saphir for pulling up so strong, bringing in the community. You're absolutely amazing, bro. I appreciate you, man. We got this right here. We're going to copy MoonTube. You guys can get your project listed on this. You guys got some resources as well, some resources that are also going to grow that you guys don't want to miss out on, man, right? So if you're launching a project or you're doing something like that, you want some MoonTubers, you want some resources on how to get your listing done on CMC, some marketing strategies, some listings done. You guys can all learn that right here on MoonTube right here. All right. And you guys can also get your project to trend. Some of the projects we actually found some on here that were trending and doing really good. Some that we most likely talk about, let's see, trending tokens will come over here. You got your Crow with Knife, you got your XPX, you got Momo, SPU, you got that Kimchi, that Bet Punk, you got Core, Aircoin, and you got Moat. Let me know if you guys got any projects you guys want me to check out as well. You got some tools up here, the Odin Bot Whale, CEX listings, a lot of resources up here, a lot of resources that you guys can come check out. Let's go to the Can Do chart right here, easy to find. Tools right here, go to the X account, easy to use. Go to MoonTube. You're going to see the Can Do fam pulling up. You're going to find out about great projects. Look at us right there. I see XPX right there. Definitely come over here and show some love, XPX. You see us trending over here. Everybody should be smashing this right here. Let them know that we're here, because it is good to do that, honestly. So shout out to MoonTube for that. And what else we got right here? We got to stop watching YouTube for free like a champ. MoonTube is literally rewarding you just for interacting, likes, views, and shares all build your reward tier. We aren't dropping the exact deets on when or what these tokens become, but the math is simple. Higher tier equals bigger share of the nut. You got to be careful with these Can Do people. They're wild. You got to almost make sure what you're in, because they're on hinge. So do yourself a favor. Stop fading the grind. Accumulate while you still can. So what's going on right here? You guys can go ahead and get that bonus tier, which is likes. You got the comment bonus. You got the view bonus. And maybe it's going to turn into something. Most likely it's going to. So a little reward system right there. I mean, like I said, these guys are funny. Look at his name, Dingleberry. See what I said? See what I'm saying? That's Can Do at his finest. You'll know if it's Can Do. If you look good enough and you look and you check and you look here and there, you're like, that's Can Do. That's definitely Can Do. So shout out to the Can Do fam. And let me share this. I did share this. All right. So shout out to MoonTube. Shout out to the projects on here. Let's go through a couple of these while we're chilling on MoonTube. We'll check some of these out as well, because they're also on Cappy today, but we'll find some other plays as well. But let's give Crow with Knife some love. Check out what they got going on, the latest on them. This is 1 hour ago. Yeah, caw. What can I say? The boys really just show up and give it their all day, every day. We call hard and we get stronger. Crow with Life. I don't know why I'm trying to rap it or what's going on with that. We're supposed to rap. We're not supposed to rap. I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys let me know. Are you guys rapping that? Are you guys into the raps? Is this your moment? Do you got Mama Spaghetti on your shirt? Is that what's going on right now with Crow and Knife and Rico Moneybags trying to put a post together as a rap? Come over and check out Crow with Knife, man. They've been here for a while. I'm actually still holding a nice sized bag of them. I don't know where they're at, but I'm still holding them. They should still be holding me. I don't know where they're at. Let's call them out, because they're not here, so we can say that. I don't know where Crow with Knife is at, so we can say that. I'm still holding a nice little bag at a higher market cap, just holding it right there. Just letting it do what it's got to do on a crypto.com wallet. Just letting it do what it do. So come over here, Crow with Knife. Caw-caw! Get over here. Oh, my God. Good times, man. Good times. Good times. All in all, that's what the meme coins are supposed to do. When all else fails, you better laugh and make some call sounds and make some funny noises with everybody and have a good time. Who cares what anybody? I know, man. That's what I do. People are going to think what they think anyways. You can walk, talk, march, you salute, you could parade, rest, the position of attention all correctly, and they're still going to go, So that's why you got to do you, no matter what, right? Crow with Knife doing them no matter what. Over here, a Crow with a Knife and a community that's strong, man. 1 hour ago, they're right here doing their thing. So shout out to them. Show them some love. You don't want to fade these, because there is going to be a moment where retail pours in. Of course, we want it to happen like yesterday or like, a couple months ago, maybe, where they're all on crypto.com doing their thing. But I'm a firm believer that it will happen. And these meme coins that maybe people don't think that they're not is like, this is forever going to be funny. This is never going to not be funny. When all retail and your neighbor and your neighbor's neighbor and that neighbor's neighbor gets on crypto.com and they see this as a potential thing they can buy, somebody's going to buy it. It stays there no matter what. That's Crow with Knife, everybody. Shout out to them. Let's go to the next one. We're on MoonTube right now, everybody. We're doing our thing on MoonTube. Come on up. That was Crow with Knife. Let's we did XPX token. Let's go. Momo Bonk. We got this one pulled up because they're getting some good things done right here. This was not too long ago. The energy in Nigeria was unmatched, and the future of crypto just got a lot brighter. So you got people creating a movement right here. Crypto we get stuck in our Web3 space, and crypto is borderless, fam. That's what we got to remember. We have to remember that crypto is borderless, that crypto is more than chart goes up, chart goes down, and that crypto can be doing some amazing things like this right here. We're incredibly proud to have hosted our first Women in Web3 conference in Nigeria in partnership with Crypto for Her. From insightful panels to powerful networking, these builders aren't just joining the space, they are leading the charge. This is one of the most important missions at Momo to ensure that the trenches are filled with talent, diversity, and perspective. We are just getting started. Next stop, United States. Whoa, hello. So shout out to them. I mean, this is one of the ones I want to bring up. I think I got their chart over here. Or maybe we moved it around already, but yeah, making a direct impact. Chart was looking pretty good, holding around $2 million market cap. Definitely has pumped up before and reached some really nice heights, and could do it all over again. These things come in waves, okay? And if these people keep pulling up and they keep doing what they're supposed to do for this project, I don't see why not, fam. I don't see why not. So keep that in mind. Let's go to the next one. Let's come over here. Let's go to Kimchi OG _ ETH. I don't know about these, man. We're checking them out live right now, straight off from MoonTube, and just finding new communities. We're going to do the same thing with Cappy today. We're also going to give a shout out to Recap. It's another way that we're finding hot plays for everybody that does pull up to these streams. So don't miss out on that. We got some announcements coming as well. And here you guys go. You got some kimchi right here. Let me know if you guys are eating some kimchi. Is that something you guys do on a regular basis? But we got kimchi right here. I'm just finding these plays just like you guys right now. Honestly, it's been easier just to go with the flow and just let the markets come to you. Find those plays, find the right people, and that's what it's all about. Let me post this right here. Boom! Look at that right there. So there goes a handle for you guys to check out. That's Kimchi CTO. And you guys can do a little bit more research. You guys can be like, hey, I like this actually. Maybe this is a play. Maybe this is a play right here. Let's check out their chart. Let's see what it is. Let's just. How about that? Man, we had a winner already on the giveaway. Ooh, $1.1 million. Like, ooh. Trending number 8 too. Did we find this at the right time? What? Did MoonTube help us find this kimchi before it rallies really hard? Is this, the trendingness before the explosiveness happens? It could be. It wanted to go up to that 5 million, 10 million stuff. This could be a play, fam. Kimchi could be a play. I'm hungry now. I don't know about you guys, but that made me hungry. Let's just. You like that one, huh? I don't know where it comes from, honestly. I have no idea. But the kimchi, it's trending number 8. It's trending on MoonTube. It's trending over here. Maybe we joined a community. Is a community trending in there? Are they making some noise? Is this something that we're checking out? Could be. Does it have prior potential? Why can't it go up to 4 million again? Sometimes the market sentiment makes us feel like it can never go up there again. It's like if crypto has ever showed us, that's one thing for sure, is that things can really surprise everybody and turn right back around. Countless plays have shooken everybody out, even shooken teams out, and communities have rallied the project all over again. That's why CTOs exist, right? So literally, I've shooken everybody out. to the back end, to the front end dev. It didn't matter. Shook everybody on. And the next, real CTO just took it over and rallied it. So don't think that things cannot pop back up, because Kimchi could be on his next leg up. Shout out to MoonTube. We found us a little play right here. Just like that. That's how we did it. We're just live, just like that. What else we got on here? Let's see what else we got. Spare parts. What is this? I think we've seen this somewhere before. What is this? Some kind of cartoon or something, right? We've seen stuff like this. What the? Okay. I don't know what's going on, but there you guys go. The spare parts universe. I don't know, but this is, for some reason, urban art. A piece of lettuce. The bill's running up, and you find your spare parts guy sticker right here. This is and what looks to be this box hanging on by a thread. Literally, here goes your thread right here. Literally hanging on by a thread. So a little bit of urban art right there for everybody. Spare parts. Let's go check out their chart. Let's go find out a little bit more. Kind of just check out all these plays. Why not, right? Check out the deck screeners. Kind of go through some of these. They got a YouTube. They got a TikTok. They got a Mint. They got a token on platform. They got deck screener right here. This is what we want to see. Okay, 79K beat market cap. That's good, man. At this point, man, the markets are the markets. Any market cap doesn't even. So you guys had your pump as well. Okay, went up to 600K. This is the floor for this bad boy. Everything's still fresh on the X. Everybody's still posting, people engaging. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Click here. All right, so it's down for service. So they're checking on that. They're working on that. But check out their X account. You see that they're active. I've been seeing them pop up here and there as well. This is just 7 hours ago. So you guys can go join their Telegram, say what's up. Let them know that they've been on a live stream. Those rocking with the stream, man, jump into these TG. Let them know, like, hey, your project was on a live stream. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but somebody was checking out spare parts because, they found it on MoonTube and they're like checking it out and stuff. Like, we're going to check out this one, Bet Punk, right here. Welcome in, everybody. What's up, TK? Welcome in, everybody. Let's go and check out their stuff as well. Make it super easy for everybody. I like this. This is right here. Let me grab this. I don't like the CoinGecko one, so I'm going to be picky. I'm going to go to Dex Screener. It's crazy. Last bull run, everything was on Dex Tools. And, man, Dex Screener just took over. Deck Screener just took over. Here we go. We got Bet Bunk. We're checking out all the plays, man. We're giving every community some love today. This is a healthy chart, man. Don't sleep on this one. Look at that. We were talking about this one. It's going right back up to that all-time high. It needs to break it. Look at that. What? They're not in here? Where's Bet Bunk at? Man. You still use Dex Tools? Yeah, it's still good. But I don't know. All I know is Pep Bunk right now is chilling on the sign right now. It's like, we got a nice chart. We're taking our time. 100K market cap. We're going to take it higher, a little bit at a time. And you know what? It had his little whoo. And then right back up. Right here, Pep Bunk. I like saying that. I don't know why. Pep Bunk. It's probably not how it's even said, but still like saying that. So 21 hours ago, they got their post right here. So they're posting. We're excited to share Bet Bunk has been featured on investing.com. What? Get out. What are you talking about? You guys are being featured on investing.com? Whoa. What? Long-term community culture. You got investors looking at this now? What? Bet Punk LLC? Get out. Still looking good. Okay. Investing.com knows about Pep Honk. Do you guys know about Pep Honk? I mean, he looks cool though. Oh, a nice little cigar. That's not bad. That's not bad. So that's, I mean, again, we're just finding these plays live for you, checking everything out. We're enjoying the day, the start of the weekend. We're hanging out. We're finding all the plays. Maybe this is going to be your play. I don't know. This is Core. I don't know what Core is. Core on Solana. What is this about? It's brand new. I haven't heard of it. Have you? All right. You got Core right here. Let's go to their CoinGecko. That's how they want to do it. Let's copy this contract address. We go Core right here at 400K market cap. Nice. Holding strong. This is a good level. You can't, they're very nice actually. Right up to 2 almost 2.7, right at 398. Not bad. Little consolidation. You guys are turning everybody around. Let me see what it looks like. What is this? A little cat, infinite cat. Ooh. Okay, let's go to your website. Core on Solana. Ooh, I like this little logo though. I like the way you guys did that. Okay, it's representing identity, culture, digital introspection. We are a lifestyle movement inspired by core aesthetics, embracing simplicity, infinity, and not sure what that is. Beauty and Gen Z digital assistants, bridging art, fashion, and memes in the digital realm. Core transcends traditional cryptocurrency boundaries. We embody the raw authenticity of internet culture while maintaining the sophisticated minimalism that defines our generation's relationship with technology and self-expression. I agree. It's meme coins, right? It seems like that was a fancy way of saying we're expressing ourselves with meme coins. Okay, so this is more than speculation. It's a reflection of who we are, a community united by shared authentic values, digital nativity, and understanding the true value comes from authentic connection rather than artificial hype. Core is intersection of finance and philosophy, where every transaction carries the weight of culture significance. All right, I'm rocking with that. I mean, your guys' market cap looks cool. You guys, connection with the Core community. This is actually pretty cool. I don't know if I've seen this before, where you just see the whole community that's most likely pulling up the most. I like the blue color. I like this little ghostly feeling of this too. Ooh. So we got Core right here. I think the chart's good, man. I think everybody's being tested as far as charts. Like, you're gonna go up, you're gonna go down. If you go to the X account, you see them pulling up, you see them trending on things like MoonTube and getting exposure over there. And this is 2 hours ago. They're doing their thing over here. So you got some anime vibes, right? That's good. You got some funny videos. And like I said, this is like they said it in a fancy way. This is how we connect now with technology, is with freaking funny memes. Why is a rooster on the back of this? This is how we've been connecting. I said that during the election. That's really where you saw the power of memes. It was way more than Shiba Inu, like the normal Shiba Inu Dogecoin. It was about how we communicated, how we expressed ourselves. It started off as dog coins and cat coins and these things, but 100% I agree with Core. It did turn into, what I noticed, especially through the election, was that meme coins were now the way of true expression and how people were going to talk or say what they felt. We've seen that with the Trump coins, with the Biden coins, with the Kamala Harris coins, with the, how they made the retardio ones and all that stuff and have fun with it that way. If you remove the context, Core is actually saying what they're doing. They just said it in a fancy way, but really this is how we've been talking with each other and expressing ourselves with memes. We do it inside of our telegrams with all the gifs that we post, right? So there are some real, although memes are memes or whatever, but there are some significant things that do matter, and they do hold some weight, right? When it comes to what memes are actually bringing to the table. I know a lot of times people are like, memes are messing things up, but it's like when you look at a lot of stuff that memes actually bring to the table, whether it's faster adoption or whether it's a form of expression, it's like how could you put that in a box and put a cap on it and it's not gonna break out of it? You're telling me next election there was not gonna be like crazy political coins all over again? Of course there is. There's still that going on right now. But when that election comes up again, and that's a movement and something that's going to happen, best believe that that's going to be a whole meta and a whole narrative all over again. So, like, what are you going to? So memes are not going anywhere. So this narrative that they're talking about, as far as core, yeah, this is probably infinite. Yeah, it'll probably go on forever and ever. I don't think you would ever stop being able to use memes for either great causes or just to get how you feel about a certain particular person or political party. That is never going to go away. How could you? How could? Where would you start? You can't put a cap on that, you know. And here you guys go. This is core. So we're finding some fresh plays with you guys. We covered all of these. Let's go to Cappy today. Show them some love as well. Big shout out to them. Shout out to MoonTube. We found you guys a bunch of plays right now, just straight off of MoonTube that you guys can go check out. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. We'll get that out the way. You guys can go do your own due diligence. But now we're also going to use Cappy today, which you guys can come over here and check out. You guys see them trending. Shout out to TK. You see his banner right here, the Trolls Den. You guys can also tap in what he's got going on. I'll just click on it right here for you guys. Make it easy. Go tap into the Trolls Den. Tomorrow, look at that Saturday vibes. There's a space over there with the Trolls Den. You guys will probably see us there doing some more stuff, man. We're knocking things out the park, honestly. And Troll King and Jessica has been doing a fantastic job with the Trolls Den spaces, man. That's awesome. So you guys can see good marketing over here from Cappy today, where you guys can get your banners up here for your projects. You're seeing the rising communities, you're seeing top communities, you're seeing top gainers. And also what really comes with this is your project being like getting a lot of exposure. We're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, setting things up for you guys to be able to get a lot more exposure for your projects on streams like this, where you guys can pull up and talk about your guys' plays and also continue to move in that right direction, man. Super bullish that you guys don't want to miss out. And some exclusive things, some private telegrams that come with that, and you guys will see that coming in the future as well. So Cappy today, come over here, check them out. Great place for you guys to find some projects. You guys see Kendu up in here. You got the Pepe of Pump. You got the 401JK. Shout out to them. You got Crow with Knife. You got the Bread. You got Plastic as well. This is another play that we've been keeping an eye on that's been pumping. We're going to check them out, actually, see where they're at, since we actually tagged them. So let's go see where they're at right now. Shout out to them. And you know what? They're actually doing what we kind of talked about as far as like a play that's actually going to do some good. And, we got to get tapped on with them, because this was their all-time high. They came and shook everybody out and then a nice little rally. So don't be scared. Like I said, perfect example. When everybody's gone, things can turn right back around. And yeah, there's a correction going on. Market's correct, chart's correct. But, if they start doing some positive things, and I think that this is going to be the way. You see XPX doing it. You see what we're doing. You see Veteran Token doing what they're doing. You see Kenji going to do what they're going to do. And then, I don't have no plans on doing this stuff with but if Plastic Token can handle this and fix this problem right here, this is how crypto becomes bigger than just a Web3 space, right? And you guys can learn more about this on Cappy today. Follow all the official links for a project like Plastic, which is crazy bullish itself. You guys can hear the words from the man himself and enjoy that, man. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that when you're seeing crypto actually do these things in the space. And that anybody can do that right now. Anybody can do that. That's up for anybody to do. Nobody has to wait around for that to happen. Let's see what else we got up in here. See what else do we got? Okay, that's fine. There you go. I mean, Traded sideways forever, had that crazy run up, and now the correction. But this is where people get scared. Everybody wants to buy it up here when it's at the scary point that you got to look at it. I know that. I go through it. Everybody does. But this is the area. Maybe this thing turns right back around. It's got $1 million market cap in its blood, so maybe it could definitely do it again. So this is make holding great again. And you know that's a pretty good mantra that can turn this thing right back around and get everybody to hold again. So keep an eye on this one right here. I think this is a great looking meme, and it could definitely go back up again. This is always going to be said. Make holding great again. Anybody make it great again. That'd be awesome. But it's pump fun season, baby. That's what it's all about. Shout out to pump fun. Shout out to all the pump fun plays. Shout out to the degeneracy that happens in the space. It brings adoption. It's part of the space. You gotta love when you love something, you gotta love the good, the bad, the ugly out of it. And it is what it is, right? It's part of the space. And people will come back to this the minute it starts pumping again. They always go back to what's pumping. And that's just what the kind of environment that the space is built on right now. And that's okay. Let's not fight it. Let's not go in front of the Caesar's Palace or in front of the Aria or in front of the Wynn Casino and tell everybody, hey, don't go in front of there. Don't go inside there. You know, just forget it. That's going to happen no matter what. People are going in the casino right now as we speak. You know, the other day I was thinking about this right here. When we did the giveaway, I was literally thinking about this ticker rigged. I was like, man, 20 hours ago. I literally wrote it down on my notepad. And look, they even did the guys that we look at this. This is funny. That's a good idea. That was a good one. That was a good one. It's trending too. Nice. I'm telling you, I literally wrote it down and everything. I was like, man, when we did that one giveaway, and then we put like hashtag rig, everybody was putting it. I was like, everybody just putting that hashtag so fast. It's like, man, people like that. People like to think that there's a conspiracy going on or something, right? It's like rigged. So there you guys go. You got a ticker right there. I think that's a great ticker. Has potential. Has serious potential. Very cool. So we done some giveaways. We checked out Cappy today. We found you guys some new tickers, man. It was definitely a vibe. We had Kenji pull up. That was super bullish. We got utility being used. I mean, shout out to the XPX community. Shout out to everybody. I had Kabutops up here. Shout out to them. They didn't get to make it, but maybe on the next one they'll pull up. We'll talk about what they got going on. A couple other plays as well. But shout out to all of them as well. But really big shout out to the XPX community, man. This is a huge achievement. And also getting all these other projects to use the tool and seeing crypto do some good in the space. It's kind of cool to see, you know, this super stream being crypto, you know, hashtag crypto for good and crypto taking a turn and doing some stuff like that. And it's nice to be a part of it, honestly. So yeah, let's continue to do that. If you guys got any ideas for the next one, what you guys want to do, if you guys got some projects that are kind of into these kind of things that want to knock these things out the park, let's do that right now while the markets figure themselves out. We have the opportunity to solidify ourselves as maybe the go-to places for veterans, or the go-to places for Kenji dogs or Kenji cats, or the go-to places for the actual company and tool that everybody is using for these things to be done, right? Where all this shine the light, the veteran organization, you know, the Kenjis, the veteran token, the whatever website, the PayPals are using this actual tool. Because we showed them what can be done with it. So thank you so much, Saphir. Without you, man, it just wouldn't be the same. Honestly, broski, you really, you're a real one. I really do appreciate you more than you probably know. Appreciate everybody else that pulled up. Your guys' support is, I mean, absolutely amazing. I appreciate you guys. Just you know, keeping the channel vibing with me, having a, you know, enjoying your weekend with me. You guys could be doing whatever you guys wanted to be doing with your time, and you guys are spending it here with me. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for vibing with me. And yeah, let's have a good weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Let the markets be the markets. Do what you got to do. Let's make some connections. Let's make some more partnerships happen, and keep growing. Really, that's what it's all about. Keep growing, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you guys for pulling up. Really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys later, man. You guys have a great
So your back's backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right what you gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, 'cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you gotta fight, don't lose it. If you gotta do it, die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go on and prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on